Okay, so now that we're live on YouTube, I need to explain a few things about Talk and Talk. So as you know, we are a conversation platform where you can come here and talk. And today we're talking in English about body piercing. So let's start. First question. Which body parts do people in your country typically pierce? As you can see, it's usually the nose, right? Here I live, it's usually the nose or the ears, right? But I don't know, maybe you live in a different place. So let's see, Alessa, which body parts do people in your country typically pierce?
Ears and nose. Não sei como é que fala umbigo.
Belly button.
Belly button. When I was a child, perfuração, não sei. Como que fala umbigo mesmo?
Belly button. Seria tipo o botão da barriga. Belly button.
I was a child. I don't remember my age, but I was a young. I perforate and my body, and it's a fever in my city. So this a parte do corpo acho que é onde mais tem perfuração, assim.
Yeah, it was kind of a trend, right? Era tipo uma moda, né? I remember a time that everyone had a piercing in the belly button. Nowadays, I don't think it's very common, né, to see. But I remember it was a trend. Everybody had one. I am a little bit like, I feel nervous with this thing of belly button because I don't know, it seems like it hurts. Parece que dói. Belly button is too sensible. And where you live, Flavio, which body parts do people in your country typically pierce?
I agree with Alessa. I think that I already saw some people with piercings in the nose, and
The eye?
No, eyebrow, na sobrancelha.
Eyebrow.
Eyebrow.
The eye. How can a person do it like a hole in the eye?
Because I was reading and I forgot how to pronounce it.
No problem. It's because I thought you were mentioning the eye. The eye. And then I didn't understand.
In the nose and the eyebrow and many places, the people are crazy to
Yes, they are crazy.
But I saw in another countries some persons that become other personal characters and put pieces in many other places.
Yeah. There are crazy people for everything, right? So that's it. And where you live, Pedro, which body parts do people typically pierce?
I think, like just Flavio and Alessa said, ears, nose, and like there was a time that I saw a guy with a piercing on his tongue. It was a little strange, but I think these are the parts.
Perfect. And where you live, Emerson, which body parts do people usually pierce?
I agree with all people here. It's more common to see tongue, nose, ears. Let me see. Eyebrow.
Eyebrows.
I had when I was a child, I had a piercing in my eyebrow, but I don't like it. I doesn't like.
You did not, so you took it off, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah,
It's a
I had
moment.
one for 1 week in my nose, and then I took it out. So let's go to question number 2. Are people with body piercings judged or treated differently? What do you think? Because there was a time that people had a kind of prejudice with like tattoos and piercings. I don't know if nowadays it's still a thing. I don't think it is, but let's see. What do you think, Pedro? Let's start with you. Are people with body piercings judged or treated differently?
I think nowadays it's just like tattoos. Like some people don't like, but I don't think they are still judging or treating those people differently. I think they are. I don't know. Maybe if someone has like a lot of piercings on their faces or just like tattoos on face, sometimes they are judged. But I don't think like it's the most part.
Perfect. And what do you think, Flavio? Are people with body piercings judged or treated differently?
I think that the the people are treated differently for some other persons because I think it depends of the style of the person. I believe that some pieces are discreet, and other people's are a little, a little demons. Demons. I think the person can describe your personality. Uh, I don't know. I think it's uh, some some tattoos or pieces are a little aggressive, and I think it's depends of your style, because some people's has tattoos like devils, and I don't like this type of the art. It's not I it's not related by if we have a tattoo or I image. I don't like aggressive image.
Perfect. What do you think, Emerson? Are people with body piercings judged or treated differently?
So for me, for example, I treat everyone equality because piercing tattoo is more about personality. So, but I've seen some situation of prejudice in days, so it's terrible. But for me, it's okay. I treat everyone equality.
Yeah, usually those situations are more related to work, right? Like, for example, there was a lady that did a college with my sister. She studied law, né? She was in law school. And then this girl, she had colorful hair and piercings, more than one in her face. And then there was some professors at college that said she wouldn't be a good lawyer because look at her face. She's totally weird. And then she couldn't be a good lawyer. So that's a kind of prejudice, right? Because she can be a good lawyer, even though she has colorful hair piercings, right? So that's it. For you, Alyssa, are people with body piercings judged or treated differently?
No, I think people with tattoos are treated differently yet. With piercings, peoples are curious how did you stick here? So the people are curious for the stick.
Yeah, that's true. And there are so weird. There nowadays there are some piercings that person just put like a dot in their face. Like, how can they put something there? It's weird for me, but it happens. Yeah, I guess nowadays it's better than the past, but I think the biggest problem is when they have tattoos in their face or a lot of piercings in their face, just like Pedro said, right? If there's a lot in your face, then I guess it's harmful for you, né? Pode te prejudicar em algum lugar, but the rest I don't think it's that weird, né? Não acho que seja tão estranho nowadays, né? So let's go to question number 3. What types of earrings are fashionable these days? Earrings are all related to ears, right? But I don't know what types of earrings are fashionable. So we can say what types of piercings are fashionable these days. What can you see most often? That people like putting in their nose, their ears. Sorry, there's a cat here. So if people put in their nose, their ears, their tongues, I don't know, their mouth. So what is fashionable? Where do you see people putting piercings most often? So let's start with you, Emerson. What types of piercings are fashionable these days?
Wow, I have no idea for this. But diamonds is always okay. It's always beautiful, but I have no idea. I have no idea.
No idea.
Yeah, for example, my wife uses a simple earrings. So I don't know why, but I have no idea for this.
Perfect. Okay. And for you, Alyssa, what types of earrings, piercings are fashionable these days?
I don't know. In my time, people use alargador. But today we have a diversity. My brother have a piercing in nose, 2 piercings. But teenagers with your age don't have, so I don't know.
It really depends on what you like, right? I have some friends that have a lot of piercings and some of them they have none, just like me. I had one and then I took it out, so really depends, right?
So I have 15 tattoos and 7 piercings. So I like, and he likes too. Às vezes é de família.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Perfect. And for you, Pedro, what types of earrings and piercings are fashionable these days? I guess you say I don't know.
But
I'm feeling that.
Something that I find curious is like piercings are mostly silver, and when we talk about earrings, we have a lot of options, and sometimes they are gold, sometimes they are silver, sometimes they had diamonds, like Emerson said. So I don't know what's fashionable these days. I don't wear any of this, but maybe silver piercings and all of the earrings.
All of them are fashionable these days. Perfect. Okay. I know it's a hard question, guys. I created it only for see what would be the answer. And for you, Flavio, what types of earrings and piercings are fashionable these days?
I don't know because I don't use ears, and I don't like to crowded places, and I don't repair in another places.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Okay, guys. So let's go to question number 4. Number 4. Eu misturei 4 com 5. Let's go to question number 4. Do you like the look of facial body piercings? Why not? The look on you, okay, not on other people. So on you. Do you like the look of facial body piercings? Why not? Earrings, they're not facial, okay? Like facial to be in your nose, in your mouth. So do you like the look on you? Would you put one? Let's see. And let's start with you, Flavio. Do you like the look of facial body piercings on you?
Oh, on me, no.
Why not?
I don't like to use nothing in my face. I only use class because I need. I don't like ears, brinco, I não sei como.
Earring.
Earrings. I don't like. I don't use nothing in my body because I am lazy to put these things. I don't like to worry. It's a many work for me to worry about it. I use my shirts black. I don't like to I
Care a
don't
lot,
like the
right?
fashion. I don't like fashion because I'm lazy about these things.
Perfect. Okay. That's a part of life. Honestly, I don't like it either. As you can see, I have no earrings, just one necklace, and that's it. I don't like fashion either. So that's fine. Anyway, Emerson, do you like the look of facial body piercings on you?
Yes. I think the nose is beautiful. Is visualizing is okay. It's simple, so it's more easy for me. In my for mine, for example, I don't like it because I put out, for example, because I don't like it. But for me, it's okay.
Perfect. You, Pedro. Quase que eu te chamei de Peter de novo, Pedro. Do you like the look of facial body piercings? Why not?
I never had one, so I don't know, but I think I won't like if I put it because, as Flavio said, I don't like nothing on my face. So I like my face the way it is.
Perfect. Okay. I guess I know your answer. Let's see. Alessa, do you like the look of facial body piercings?
I have on my nose. I like it. I think it's the part of the person's identify, I think. So I like.
Perfect. Okay. So let's go to question number 5. This one can also be related to tattoos, right? Because we do piercings and tattoos in the same place. So how can you tell if a body piercing shop is safe to use? Like you could do a piercing there or do a tattoo there. So let's see, how can you tell if it's safe or not? Who has tattoos here? Piercings, I know only Alessa. Tattoos, who has it? Pedro, only Pedro, Alessa. So let's start with everyone besides me. So I don't have no one to start. Eu ia começar por quem tem, né? Mas já que todo mundo tem, posso começar por qualquer um. So let's go, Flávio. How can you tell if a body piercing shop or a tattoo shop is safe to use?
Tattoo shop. How can tell about? How can you tell if a body piercing shop is safe to use?
The place where you make piercings or tattoos, if it's safe to go there.
I had a curious experience with tattoo because
Jesus Christ.
because when I was young, I had a friend that make tattoos, and when I see the tattoos that my friend draw, is a beautiful tattoos, and I decided to make a tattoo with him. But see how I am not expertise, or I didn't, sorry, I didn't uh, had has know-how with the tattoos. I chose a tattoo, a difficult tattoo to draw, and I don't know, and my friends don't don't be able to draw this tattoo with me, and I had a ugly tattoo in my back, and and how is my Betsy, and the tattoo is small. I don't correct them, and I had this tattoo until now.
So, but you wish you could have done different, né? Queria ter feito diferente, né? Preferia não ter, right? Because it's
Yeah,
ugly, it's better to not have,
because
right?
my friends, I saw the tattoo in the magazine, and I chose that, but my friends make a difference to the magazine.
It's just like that meme, expectation and reality, né? A expectativa e a realidade,
Yeah,
né?
it's
Yeah, that's it. It's
that's
part of
it.
life. It happens, it happens. And you, Pedro, how can you tell if a body piercing shop or a tattoo shop is safe to use?
I think if it's a clean place, and I don't know about body piercing, but when you are doing a tattoo, you need to use a new needle for each client. So it's it's a it's a point we need to be careful. And I don't know, it's a clean place. When I was going to make my tattoos, I asked for some references. So when a friend like tells you where to go, it's a good point too. So you can like trust your friend that he likes you and won't send you to a place that is not safe.
Yeah,
I
that's,
think that's it.
or maybe he will, we don't know, right? His intentions. Talvez ele mande, né? Não sabemos as intenções. But yeah, that's true. You need to look for references. You need to know where you're going, right? Just imagine it happens what happens to Flavio. Then you have a thing in your skin forever that you don't like. So we need to be careful, right? Tem que tomar cuidado. And you, Alessa, how can you tell if a body piercing shop is safe to use?
I agree with Pedro. A clean place. Do not reuse the needles. See all the works of the person. I think is that. I only do tattoo and piercing in the same place into today, so fugiu a palavra, eu confio. So
perfect. Yeah, you need to know where you're going, right? Tem que saber. Perfect. Yes. And you, Emerson, how can you tell if a body piercing or a tattoo shop is safe to use?
I believe that hygiene is more observed. If everything is clean and if the professional is so good. So for me, that's it in general.
Perfect. Yeah. I guess it's the most important thing that all of you mentioned is the hygiene, right? For the place to be clean. Now, I guess that's the most important one, because if it's not clean, you're going to have a lot of problems later. So it's the best option, right? So let's go to question number 6. What are the dangers of trying to pierce yourself or a friend, like at home, with ice and a needle? When I was a kid, my sister did that, not to me, but to her friend. She had a lot of problems. So what are the dangers of trying to pierce yourself or a friend? Alessa, let's start with you. What are the dangers?
The change of hurting, doing wrong, pain. Não sei como é que fala, infecção.
Infection.
Infection, it's that. It's dangerous, very dangerous.
A lot of problems, right?
Yes.
And for you, Emerson. Ah, não, achei que você tinha acabado. So you can continue, sorry. Não, pode continuar. Sorry. Eu não escutei o final, aí eu achei que tinha acabado.
Não,
Sorry,
depois eu lembrei, alergia.
I have allergies. That's true. Yeah. Eu tinha até esquecido da allergy, but even when you do in a safe place, até quando você faz em um lugar legal, né? Sometimes you have allergies, right? So you need to be really careful. That's true.
Yes, the type of the material, so na verdade, é o tipo de material que você pode ter alergia sem saber, né?
Yeah, that's true. Perfect. And also, there's also that thing of I don't know in English, cicatrização, né? That sometimes if you don't do the thing correctly, maybe after you're going to have problems with that, right? And for you, Emerson, what are the dangers of trying to pierce yourself or a friend?
I agree with you, Alyssa. It's more easy to have accidents and to get a bacteria, for example, to have a fever, any questions about this, but it's more dangerous. Danger.
That's true. And I don't remember a lot because I was young, but when I was like 5, 6 years old, my sister was like 13, 14. Her friends, it was a trend. All of them, they put ice and then they pierce themselves.
Yeah.
For me, it was crazy. It piercing their ears. So, and I remember they did that. So it's crazy, but it's dangerous. And in your opinion, Flavio, what are the dangers of trying to pierce yourself or a friend?
I think that the major danger is inflammation, né? Because if we don't clear the area correctly with alcohol and other types of these things, it's dangerous, and I not advise the people do it because I had a ugly tattoo in my back, and I think that she can happen the same thing. I think that she can stay with marcas, né? Marcas, como seria marcas?
I don't know. I know scar,
cicatriz,
né? Que é cicatriz.
Scar. Como que é?
Scar.
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 Tipo
do Rei Leão, sabe? Scar.
Ah, Scar, boa. Because if you put a piercing in your nose, for example, and it's not good the correct way, and after that you make a scar for our your life. I have a look. Eu tenho sorte. Como que é sorte mesmo? Sorte.
I was lucky.
I was lucky because my tattoo is in my back, and my tattoo is small. And if you has a problem in your face, it's and you can leave it for all your life. It's
impossible to hide, né? Impossível de esconder, né?
That's it.
Then the problem is bigger. Acho que o problema vai ser um pouquinho maior. And for you, Pedro, what are the dangers of trying to pierce yourself or a friend?
I was laughing here because I have a tattoo that's that was made by a friend too, like Flavio said, and
Brave.
it's a
Muito
little
corajoso.
shaky.
Mhm.
It's not that ugly, but it's a little shaky.
Mhm.
So I think like one of the dangers of doing it with your friends or doing yourself is like you can regret doing that, and it will be there for your whole life. Like piercings, you can take it out, even tattoos nowadays, but it will like stay a mark or a scar. So besides that, we still have the problems of hurting ourselves and like infections and all of that the other people said here.
Mhm. Yeah, and this thing of like taking tattoos off, removing tattoos, people say it's a total like harmful experience. Dói a beça, né? O povo fala que parece que tá te colocando dentro de uma fogueira. So I think it's better for you to know what you're doing when you're doing a tattoo, right? Because taking it out seems difficult. Tirar parece muito difícil. So let's go to question number 7. Should minors under 18 years old then be required to have parental consent for body piercings? Like when they go there, they are under 18, they need to be with a parent to do body piercings. Let's see your opinion. Nowadays, I don't think they need to be with a parent. They need only to have a paper saying that they can do that. But I remember that when my sister did her piercing, she was like 16, and then my mom needed to go with her because like she was under 18. So nowadays they don't need to go. But let's see your opinion. What do you think about it? Let's start with you, Emerson. Should minors under 18 be required to have parental consent?
Yeah, I agree. Okay, it's depend about age. For example, 60 years, for example, it's okay. 60 years old, it's okay for to do this. With the person has the authorization of the parents, for example, it's sure. Okay, it's complicated for uh my case, for example. I have a small tattoo on my back. I did when I had 16 years old. 16 years old. It's terrible, my tattoo. It's my name and my nickname and my last name, for example. So it's complicated because I don't um I never thought about this in the future.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's
Most of people, they regret when they do it too young. Tattoos mostly, right?
yeah. So now I would like to put out this tattoo for my back, or to I don't remember correct word, or cover it
Mhm.
with another image or tattoo, for example. But maybe if I did when I had 18 years, for example, maybe I didn't.
Mhm. Yeah. But a lot of people, they regret. And when they do tattoos too young, they regret. It's always like that, right? Let's see. Alessa, should minors under 18 be required to have parental consent for body piercings?
I agree with Emerson. I think right places ask for the consentment of the parents, mother and father, not just one. My tattoo artist asked a mom or a dad to go there to sign. So
So they're really careful with that, right? Like the person needs to go there to sign, né? Tem que ir até lá também para isso. There are some places that they ask the person to be there during the procediments, né? Tem gente que pede para o pai estar lá durante o procedimento, né? Que está fazendo. So they have a lot of policies for that, né? Tem muitas coisas para isso.
Yes, parents divorced, fugiu a palavra, ele já teve problema com pais divorciados, children, não sei como é que fala desmaiar, criança desmaiar. So,
Pass out.
Pass out, so the consentment and the mom or dad in the place, it's security.
Yeah.
For
I know it's certainly
the
important. It's really important because like they can have problems with, besides the parents, like the problem is not the parents, what the parents can do with a lawyer, right? I guess that's the biggest problem. So they need to be careful. And for you, Pedro, what's your opinion? Should minors under 18 be required to have parental consent?
I think they shouldn't just have tattoos or body piercings, even with the parental consent, because even if their parents like consent for this, they can regret, because when we are, I won't say like when we are 18 we are like mature and everything, but when we are like 15, 16, we are just living our own world, and like we want to be cool with our friends, and we want to be whatever they are doing. So sometimes we make things just to like feel we are nice and feel we are like just like our friends, and then like 3-4 years later we start to regret and think why we did that. So like the man who made my tattoos, he doesn't make any tattoos in minors. So my sister went there to make a small tattoo, like she went there with my mom, and he said no just when you turn 18. So I think it should be that way, but I know it won't be that way, never. But like if they are under 18, they need the parental consent.
Perfect. Regretting. I mean, I did my piercing when I was 20. It was this year, and then I took it out. I am older than 18, and then I took it out. So we regret even older. So it's like that. But I agree with you that teenagers, they don't know what they are doing. I don't know what I am doing. So like they will regret. And for you, Flavio, should minors under 18 be required to have parental consent for body piercings?
I believe that minors under 18 should not get a tattoo even with the parental permission, because they can regret, and it's a sad. And I don't know why, because when I see someone with a tattoo in the face, I feel a little strange. I think I don't like tattoo in faces. I don't know why, but it caused for me a little strange. And I think it's same with the and minors under 18 should not get a tattoo even with parental permission.
Yeah. And we need to remember that there are some parents that they are crazy, right? So I remember that when I was like 13, I had a friend that she had a tattoo. I was 13 years old. 13-year-old kid doesn't know what they want for life, right? And a friend of mine had a tattoo because her parents said that she could have. So there are some parents that they're a little bit crazy.
In about 3 or 5, 3 or 4 years ago, I wanna to make a tattoo in my warm to cover my warm because in this time I I think it's beautiful, but today I I don't like it and it's a delicate thing to do because we regret and make opinions every time. I think we can put a church with a image that we like it, but make tattoos is uh many delicate thing.
Yeah. No, you need to be totally certain of what you're doing, right? Você tem que ter muita certeza do que você está fazendo. Because if you regret, there's no turn back, né? Não tem como voltar atrás. So you need to be really sure. For example, I don't want to have tattoos. Never. First, because I don't like needles. When I did my piercing, I almost passed out, just like the children in the guy there that Alessa mentioned. And my pressure got low, and then I hate needles. And then that's the first reason why I don't want tattoos. And the second is because I know I will regret. Eu sei que eu vou me arrepender de qualquer desenho que eu fizer. Because I will regret, so I don't want. But there are some people that they don't regret. My boyfriend has 2 tattoos and he loves them. He says he won't, I don't know, maybe he will. But he says he won't regret. We have here everyone with tattoos. Maybe you have not regretted, or maybe you will one day regret. I hope not. Of course, I hope not. But I don't know. It depends on the person, right? But you need to be sure of what you're doing. Né? Tem que ter certeza que está fazendo. That's...
I think I never thought about it, but after that we talked in this class, I think that we can suggest to our children that you put a shirt if you like, for example, your team, and you don't have to make a tattoo for your team. You can put a shirt if you like a band, or another thing that you like. You can put a shirt to say to every people that you like it, but the tattoo is very delicate.
Yeah. You can tell the children, when you get up, my mom always said that, when you get older, you do it. When you get older with your money or things, you do it. I got older, I did it, and I took it out. So it's like that. We do when we are older, right? So that's it. Tell me, Alice, you were going to say something.
A comment, I found it curious of what Flavio was talking about getting scars if you do wrong. But I have a horrible scars for a surgery. And I, não sei como é que fala, cobrir, with a beautiful design. So it can be used for the good sides too. I don't like my scar so big, and today I like because the tattoo. So acho que a gente tem essa opção também de cobrir quando a gente não gosta.
Yeah, that's true. And I think that's so beautiful when people do that, because it seems like they overcome the problem, because surgeries, they are problems, right? And then there are even some tattoo artists that they do it like voluntarily. They do because they want to help. And then I think it's beautiful when people do that. Eu acho muito bonito quando as pessoas fazem isso, sabe? De cobrir cicatriz. Porque it's maybe we can... my mouse fall down. A gente pega o problema e transforma, né? Transforma o problema em uma coisa que a gente gosta. So I think it's nice. Perfect. So guys, that was our conversation.